Welcome everybody. My name is Nick. I'm with Asher Properties and also Real Estate University. And today we're going to be teaching you about PropStream, how to find deals, how to pull your first list, how to navigate the platform, how we utilize it, and how we use it to close at least 2 of our deals a month using this platform. I have no complaints. I've been using it since I was 22 years old. I'm currently 24 years old, and it's been a fantastic resource for us. As you see, we're doing it in the car because we want to prove how easy it is to sit in your car, pull out your laptop really quick, pull a list, get it skip traced, and find deals all in the span of less than 15 minutes. So come with me, we're gonna dive right in. I'm gonna teach you how to use this platform. Diving in, this is the main dashboard of PropStream. We see the entire United States. Obviously, they cover every single state. So if you just type in over here is a search bar, you're gonna type in your state or your county, whichever you want, and that's gonna show you, it's gonna give you the results. Over here, you have your properties tab. This is a fresh account, so you don't see anything up here, but you'll see your properties, your contacts, skip tracing. PropStream is a multiple tool platform. You can not only pull your list in PropStream, you could also skip them, which is very powerful. We recommend it. If not, we recommend other sites as well, depending on your budget. But PropStream is a very powerful tool to skip trace your leads and get a hold of people. You have your campaigns, you have help settings, and then obviously logging out. But for the purpose of this video, and to keep it short and sweet, we're going to show you guys how to pull your first list. Just so you know, PropStream does offer free tutorials for their new members. Not even the new members. Even if you've been a part of PropStream for 2 years, you barely used it, they offer free trainings. I think it's like once or twice a week to help you use their platform. You can schedule calls with them for free. And if you try to use their platform, it's very powerful. So if you want to have any more specific questions with this platform, feel free to shoot us a DM. We'll try and help you. But definitely attend their masterclass. Click the link below, sign up to PropStream. You get a 7-day free trial. Like I said, we recommend the platform. It's great. And they have a bunch of free content to help you use it as well. So diving in, I'm going to type in Hartford County. We're based out of Connecticut. So here you go, Hartford County CT. And you see here, unique properties, over 300,000 unique properties. You're like, wow, I have 300,000 leads. No, you don't. We're gonna narrow this in. So you go over to here, you go to your filter. You can do the quick list. So basically you see your search options, you see owner occupied, like occupancy status, property characteristics, MLS status, pre-foreclosure, bank owned, ownership info, lien, bankruptcy, divorce, valuation, equity, and mortgage info. You also have a quick list of choices for which you can do. Say you want to only call bankrupt properties in Connecticut. This in Hartford County, Connecticut, this is going to pull up all the current bankruptcy properties. There's only 43 in Hartford County, which is actually shocking. Maybe people are doing better. Or say you just want to do tax delinquencies. You pull up all the tax delinquencies that are in Hartford County, you pull them right up, and boom, you got 15,000 houses that are currently behind on their taxes that you can go ahead and skip trace those owners, pull the list, call them, and see if you can get a deal done. We can do failed listings. That's better if you're a realtor. Pre-foreclosures. Pre-foreclosure is actually a really good one. We actually can pull, sometimes we'll solely use this filter and just call the list, because if they're a couple months behind on their mortgage, then like they're more than likely either going to want to get out of it, or they're just going to, some people just don't care. They're going to try and pay it back or just get foreclosed on. Either way, these are great leads to call. You can pay off their debt. You can buy houses actually for the low, as long as you cover their balance. People are usually comfortable walking away from the property just to not be foreclosed on, which is pretty cool. So for the sake of this video, we're not going to be lazy. We're not going to use a pre-done filter. We're going to build a filter for ourselves. So our current buy box is multifamilies, and we're looking to do creative financing. So when I say that, we want to do subject to, we want to do seller finance, or we want to have flexible terms with our sellers. We primarily buy in Hartford County. We do own a house in New Haven County, but we try to primarily buy in Hartford County for now as we continue to expand. So we're going to be targeting tired landlords. Tired landlords with high equity. There's actually a filter for it, I believe. Tired landlords here, but we're gonna build our own tired landlord list. So, you want to go to owner occupied? No. Occupancy status, it can be any. Property characteristics. So when you see property characteristics, you're going to want to go to residential, and you're going to want to do multifamily. So 2 to 4 units and then 5+ units. This is going to allow you to only target multifamilies, which is great. So you're gonna go down here. We don't buy on market. We primarily try not to buy on market. We just find you get more competition. Connecticut is extremely inflated right now too. So we noticed that not only do we get more competition, but it's just the prices are inflated, so we're not gonna get the best bang for our buck if we buy on market. ownership info. We want them to have at least 20 years owned, because if they have a lot of years owned, they most likely have a lot of equity. If they have a lot of equity, they're most likely going to be willing to taking a creative offer because they don't want to get hit with capital gains tax. And you can just seller finance their note if you wanted to. That's directly from them, or you could subject to the remainder of their note and then seller finance the rest of it through them. So you're taking out what you're assuming one note, and then you're seller financing the remainder from them with a little bit of money down. We try to do no money down sometimes. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't. But that's just something that we're working on doing for our business model. If you want to do individual owned, you can do that. If you want to do any corporate, mixed, or trust, we don't really care. We will do owned by anybody. It'll even skip LLCs. So if you wanted to solely skip an LLC, you could do that. Or you want to skip individual, just a person, you can do that. It doesn't really matter. It'll find the person's contact information, which is great. We don't care about properties owned. We don't care about anything else or exemption status. Now we're going to go over to estimated equity. So estimated minimum equity, we want to have at least $150,000 worth of equity, because that's usually a sweet spot for when people are going to want to start cashing in. Because if they have $100,000 of equity and they're just sitting there making money off it, sure you can keep it, they can refinance, but they've owned it for 20 plus years. Remember, we went to this filter, we did 20 plus years owned. If you have high ownership, like long-term ownership, and then you have high equity, the chances of them not wanting to refinance, the chances of them just wanting to sell the property are very, very high, because you're going to want to cash out of that equity. So we're going to do at least $150,000 worth of equity. And coming down to mortgage info, we usually don't do anything with the mortgages. We don't really care if they have more than one open mortgage, doesn't really matter. But yeah, so as you see here, we have built this quick but efficient search engine for Harford County. And now you see here, we went from 300,000 plus leads in Harford County to now 2,300 unique properties that we can then pull a list for, skip trace it, and then directly start calling those leads. Quick example how to do that. So we're going to add this to a list. I actually have a pre-made list here. We're going to pull this list really quick. We're going to show you guys how to pull it. We're not going to show you how to skip it. We'll touch base on it, but like we'll touch on it a little bit, but it's really nothing too complicated. So let's show you how to pull this to a list. You're going to go to click all the unique properties. Say you want to call all 2,300 of these people. You're going to go to add to list. We're going to create a new list. We're just going to do Harford County Tired Landlord 2024. So that's going to be a marketing list that we can then call. And then all you got to do afterwards is, once this loads, we're in the car, so we're using a hotspot, so it might take a little bit of time to load. But as you see here, the property's saved. We got 2,300 properties saved to a list. So from here, you're gonna go to your properties. It says my properties right here. You're gonna click on the list that you just created, which is the Harford County Tired Landlord 2024 list, is what we just created. And then you're gonna have these little indicators over here pop up. All right, so as you see here, now it took us a little bit to load. Obviously, we're sitting in the car using hotspot, but now we got all these leads in here. We're just gonna go to click this. We're gonna export it. Once it exports, you can go directly into so it's going to load all these into a file. We actually probably won't, for time purposes, content purposes, we don't need to do that, but it's now saved it as a separate file, which is nice. But there you go. So now it's saved it as a separate file, and then you just go over to here. You can skip trace all of the people that you just put into your system. So all you do is you got to select the contacts that you want, and then for 12 cents to skip, which isn't too bad, it'll skip trace all of the leads. Obviously, if it can't find the information for somebody, you're not going to get charged for it. But usually, I would say it'll find like anywhere between like 75 to 90% of the people on these lists. It'll find their information. It'll give you their phone numbers for them. So you just go ahead and select the contacts, you skip trace them, and then you are good to go. We'll have more tips and tricks on how to then call those leads, what to say to the leads, how to find out if they're selling. We'll have that in another video, but this is just a very quick high level overview of how to pull a list in PropStream. So coming back, that's about it. Very simple, very straightforward, but it's a extremely powerful platform that we love to use. We even, like I said, we've been using it for years, and a lot of our deals have come from this platform. Thank you for joining us today. Today we were able to cover how to use PropStream. It's a quick little intro, how to pull your first list, how to skip trace that cool list very quickly, and then obviously how to start calling. We're going to cover that in another video, but we just want to give you a very high level overview of how to pull a very targeted list. Because obviously you search your state. If you live in Texas or something, you're not going to want to search all of Texas. You're going to want to really narrow it down to a county or a city, and then really have particular indicators in there, such as the tired landlord, high equity in the owners, high equity, long-term ownership. That's all going to help you really target particular leads that will most likely want to do. For us, most likely be interested in seller financing or maybe a creative offer, because it helps us not have to use banks. We've grown our portfolio just doing those type of deals, which is great. That's something that we're currently targeting. But for you, you might want to be targeting a flip. You want to be targeting distressed property. You can categorize your flips, or you can categorize the leads and the niches you're looking for with all the filters they have and all the little tips and tricks that they have in there. All these things will help you break them down to fit your business model, whatever type of leads you're looking to do. So I've been Nick with Astra Properties. Check the link below and link you to our Discord. We have a lot of cool stuff going on in there. It's completely free. We do have a paid version as well, which is coming soon. It's going to teach you a lot of new stuff that we're working on, Wholesale 2.0, novations, and all of that good jazz. So check it out there. But thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.